Good everyone. In this video, I will be showing you how to use the if function or if function in Google Sheets. This tutorial will be pretty simple, straightforward, and really easy to follow, so anyone should be able to do this if you watch carefully. Using the if function can increase efficiency and make our lives easier, especially if we are computing the grades and we want to determine if the students passed or failed based on their final grades. Now, that is what I am going to teach you today. Now, before starting, I want you to make sure that the Google Chrome or the browser that you are using is completely up to date. And this is so that we can avoid any unexpected errors if we do so. Also, if you're a beginner, a first-timer, or in general is just not familiar with the whole interface of Google Sheets, don't worry, I will be here to guide you and show you the step-by-step process on how to do so. However, if you would like to have a brief introduction and some of the basic functions here in Google Sheets, we have already made a dedicated video of a how-to guide for beginners in Google software such as Google Sheets, Slides, Docs, and many more. So please be sure to check it out in our YouTube channel. Now let us get started. As you can see, I have here right now a Google Sheets file in which we have a grading system. Now do not mind this, I already just used this for the pivoted tutorial, pivoted table tutorial, and pivoted chart. Let us focus today here on this grading sheet. Now, as you can see, we got 3 students right over here. We got Emily, Andrew, and Bill, and their corresponding final grades. Now, let's say, for example, the passing mark for this school, imaginary school, is 75 and above, and those below 75 will be automatically marked as failed. Now, how do we create a remark? Because if let's say, for example, there are many students under Bill, let's say, for example, you have 20, 30 students, it will be very time consuming, and effort-wise, it is really tiring to manually put either passed or failed. And thankfully, we have a formula or function that we can use to determine if they passed or failed based on their final grades. Now, the formula or function that I'm talking about is the if function. To use the if function, I want you to type in under the first student in the remark section, click on equals on your keyboard, because whenever we use a function, we need to use the sign equals so that the software itself will determine that this user is using a function and therefore we need to run it correctly. Now type in all capital letters if and then put on your closing parenthesis. Now the logical expression is whether the grades is greater than or equal to the passing grade, which is 75. Now let's say, for example, if the cell B8, because the first grade is in B8, if cell B8 is greater than or equal to, then the passing mark is 75. So we are going to put 75, then put a comma, and then put on your quotation marks. Then under your quotation marks, you want to put on the expression that the spreadsheet will answer if the statement or the logical expression that you have provided is true. So if B8 is greater than or equal to 75, what would be the remarks? So for that case, we are going to tell that the student has passed. Then put in your second quotation mark. Now put another comma and then put another quotation mark. So the second quotation mark is the value if false. So otherwise, what would be the remarks? That's obviously failed. Put another quotation mark and a closing parenthesis. Once you are done, click on enter. And now, as you can see, we have already determined that Emily passed because her grades is 95 and the passing is 75. Now, we just need to drag this down so that we can copy and paste the formula using autofill. As you can see, as I hover my mouse on the bottom right corner of the screen, it turns into a plus icon. We just need to drag it down like so. And as you can see, Bill has failed the class with only 72 of grades because the passing grade is 75 and above. As simple as that, we can make our work efficient using the if function. If you learned something in this video, please consider subscribing and dropping a like. And from here, I'll see you guys next time, and thank you for watching.